Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Dr. Apolly, and here I am making a type of video I don't usually make, that being an anime review. In this case, Attack on Titan Season 2. I'm trying to add more anime to my channel. My Hero Academia review discussion thing I did 2 weeks ago did pretty good, at least by my standards. So I thought, why not talk about another big series, that being Attack on Titan. And since the series just ended, I thought, hey, why not make a review? So let me stop beating around the bush and let's just get right into this. Here is my Attack on Titan Season 2 review. Before we get into the actual show, let's talk about that opening. The Attack on Titan openings are usually some of my favorites throughout all of anime. Like on average, throughout the 3 openings that we have, it's probably my favorite anime in terms of openings. Now I'm not gonna go all Mother's Basement on you and analyze every little scene, but you gotta admit, the opening makes you feel a weird sort of patriotism for a nation that doesn't even exist, and it just gets you really freaking hype. Not to mention at the end there's a freaking whale. Wait, no. 2 whales, and they're flying. There's also a bunch of other animals that have to dwell on the ground. Like, what a bunch of losers having to walk around. I can fly. Get on my level. One of the animals includes the Beast Titan, and on the ground there's a bunch of other little titans. When I first saw this, I thought there'd be some sort of war between the titans and the humans, but no such thing happened in Season 2. Please, manga readers, do not spoil. Anyway, onto the actual anime. Unless you literally live under a rock, you will know about the first season of Attack on Titan and how that completely took over the anime community for a solid 25 weeks. But for some reason was on hiatus for the past 4 years. Until April 1st where they released episode 1 of season 2. So yes, we waited 4 years just to have like a 12 episode, roughly 4-hour continuation. On the bright side, Season 2 felt like no time had passed by. We continued right after we found out that there was a Titan in the wall. Episode 1 of Season 2 gave you the same nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat action and death scenes that we were used to in Season 1. But the rest of the series didn't quite give you the same epic thriller drama that we got in Season 1. In Season 2, they put far more emphasis on the characters, their development, and more specifically, what role they play in the Attack on Titan universe. Season 1 felt more like a zombie apocalypse, like humanity's trying to survive against these titans. And Season 2 was more like, as I said, the role the characters play in the Attack on Titan universe. Well, Season 1 kind of had that, but the characters were so one-dimensional and boring. Like, you could basically describe all the main characters of Season 1 in like 3 words. Eren, kill titans. Mikasa, save Eren. Armin, cry. Levi, be a badass. Annie, kill everyone. Obviously this is very oversimplified, and half of it isn't even necessarily true, but my point still stands. The characters had very little depth to them, and they were kind of boring, at least in my opinion. The main cast kinda gets shoved aside for these side characters for a little bit, which honestly I didn't mind at all. The main problem I had with Season 1 is that like, it was really good in the moment, but I felt like it had very little rewatch value. Like, it kept you on the edge of your seat every episode, and the action scenes were great. But if you already know what's gonna happen, the shock value greatly diminishes. And unless you're 12, you're not gonna rewatch the entire series just to watch the action scenes. But Season 2 I can see myself rewatching. If there's one thing I do love about Season 1 and Season 2, is how they build on the mystery or lore to the series. One of my absolute favorite parts of series like One Piece and Hunter x Hunter is the fact that there's just so much mystery and lore. Like, for example, who is Gon's mom? Who are the other letters in Greed Island? What is Jing's Nen ability? And for One Piece, I could go on forever. What is the One Piece? What is behind Zoro's eye? What is the will of D, etc. In Attack on Titan, I can say, what is inside those walls? Who is this Titan? How do you become a Titan? Why does the Beast Titan have fur and no other Titan does? Why won't the priest just spit it up? Why is there a flying whale in the opening? What's in that basement? Ugh. I'm sure most of these questions will be answered in the manga, but you know, it's still nice having some mystery. It builds up some suspense. I came into Season 2 expecting more of Season 1, which wasn't exactly a mistake, but the 2 seasons feel really different. For the most part, I didn't get that same suspenseful feeling I got in Season 1. I really can't tell if I'm just being overly nostalgic right now, but I don't know. It was only episode 1, 6, and 7 that had me like, oh my goodness. Don't get me wrong, I loved season 2, but those were the only 3 episodes I can think of that had me on the edge of my seat. But season 2 made up for that more than enough. I prefer the characters and the lore over the high-octane action scenes. Well, actually, when I think about it, season 2 did have quite a bit of action. I don't know, maybe I was expecting 25 episodes of action's worth in this series that was only 12 episodes. So yeah, overall, I do think I enjoyed season 2 a fair bit more than season 1 overall. If you have watched season 1 and you haven't yet watched season 2, I would highly recommend you do so. It's a fantastic watch. Overall, the art and animation were superb, equal if not slightly ahead of season 1. I especially liked the Vogel King remix at the end of episode 6, and I love that opening of course. It might be my favorite opening ahead of the first one. Not sure about that, but it's definitely ahead of the second one. My overall enjoyment of the show from start till finish was, as a whole, very high. I truly did enjoy this series, but overall I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. If it were longer, then I probably would have gave it like a 9 out of 10. And if the show truly wowed me and made me feel some special way, then you'd be looking more into the 9.5, 10 out of 10 range. To give you perspective, I gave the first season a 7.5 out of 10. The series is great, it's getting better, and I can see it moving towards the 9 out of 10 range in the future. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you would like me to do more anime reviews, possibly on Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, please let me know and I'll gladly make the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!